Got to keep working. Got to keep working every day. Seeking. What it's about right here. It won't be easy, but you'll reap the benefits. All right, all right, all right. We back up in this mug.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
Yup. We back up in here. We back up in here. Salute, Mr. Cali West. Hey, man, I had a hell of a show yesterday, man. You should check me out, man, when you working. You know what I'm saying? Get you through your work day before Coach come on. But yeah, I broke down to Charlie Kirk. You were featured as well too. You know, I kind of just get a little prelude to some of my my viewpoints as far as racism and the whole black thing and stuff like that. But salute to you, my G, up early in the morning getting his work on.
My nigga.
But yeah, check that video out. Let me know what you think. And I will definitely be at your show later if you are on, my G. But yeah, this is what it's about, people. I mean, when you truly, are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you truly want the most high in your life, this is the energy that you got to embody in order to get it. It's not going to be easy. You got to just keep chopping away at it. You got to keep chopping away at it. And the more and more that you do the energy strengthening, the more and more, like, let's say this is your body, and you can see that basketball finger I got. And then let's say this is your soul. Like, you'll start to slow down. You'll start to slow down. And then you and the Father will become one. The Father's within us and above us. All the glory to the Most High. So you'll slow down your vibration as you're doing energy strengthening. And it's almost like it'll just combine to you. And then now it's almost like I have an invisible bubble around me. Like, because I've done the energy strengthening so much that it's like this invisible bubble that's always just stays with me, that protects me and keeps me connected with the Most High. So you got to do the work. You got to stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. But we are on to day number 15, or we are at day number 15 morning time. Not quite halfway there. We are halfway to halfway once we get done with this morning. And we're just going to keep this. We're going to keep this going all month. It's a monk mode trilogy that I'm putting together for people to have a spiritual foundation. If you're feeling depressed, tired, lonely, scared, any of these things, these so-called things that people say are problems, and there's no such thing as a problem, by the way. There's no such thing. You never had a problem in your life. Anybody that tells you had a problem, tell them Sky Daddy Fofo said this. All the glory to the Most High. So there's no such thing as a problem. It's just we have to be able to deal with it. And we get what we deserve out of life. We get what we deserve. Sorry, I had to take a sip of that tea. Been doing a lot of talking lately. So we just want to stay with it. And what I'm doing with this, and it's not getting a lot of views. It's not what I'm really doing it for. Again, I'm just putting it on wax, leaving my carbon footprint. So moving forward, when it does catch on and people are like, who do you think you are? You can't do it. September 2025, there's the evidence. Go from there. But let's get right into it. Same as before. And you can ask any question that you want, any type of disagreement. But my man, Cali West, definitely check out the live stream I did yesterday. It's titled Charlie Kirk is Still Alive. RIP to racism. Because you want to know what, Cali West, you my boy, I can keep it real with you, man. This is what happened. Where's it at? Do I still got it? Oh yeah, this is what happened to y'all. And I broke down from the 1940s how it was an amazing market for so-called black people. They were actually calling themselves Negroes at that time, and I still disagree with that, but they definitely weren't using the word black. And then the 50s and 60s when civil rights started to infiltrate. And I show real videos from that time, propaganda, stuff like that. And then how it created a divide within the so-called black man and within the so-called black woman and relationships there, and how they were able to infiltrate. And then they've been free falling ever since. And whenever you want to usher in evil, whenever you want to usher in lostness, get the woman and she will gladly do it for you. It's their nature to be lost. This is exactly why they're supposed to be led. But for people that are, still believing in that, I'm gonna let my brother Malcolm tell you exactly what's going on with you.
I say it again. You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. This is what he does.
Need I say more? Need I say more? So we should just pick it up from where we're at today. Focus on that. Again, anybody, talking about slavery, I don't have the energy for it. It is so beneath me to worry about something that long ago affecting you today. And if that's what you want to do, I mean, good luck with that. I mean, you're going to cry to people that did this to you and think they're going to do something better, or you can just adjust to it. So that's why even having that conversation or going in that space to me is weak. We have to, like, if I'm behind enemy lines, I'm not going to cry to the enemy and say, oh, enemy, you did me so wrong. You need to make this right. It wasn't right to which, or I'm going to do my push-ups. I'm going to do my prayers. I'm going to figure out the layout of the land so I can try to get up out of here. I'm going to try to ante up with some other people. The last thing I'm going to do is waste energy crying about it, because that's just telling the so-called enemy that I'm weak and they got me, and then I can't overcome it. So I understand for women to do that because they're hardwired to be submissive and weak. There's no such thing as a strong woman. Any woman that tells you she's strong, let me give you some of this. No such thing as a strong woman. There's never been a strong woman in the history of humans and life and earth. And I'm gonna get one more sip and then we'll get into it. I'm just buying time so that way I can drink a little bit more of my tea. But again, my show is always an open mic. I am not at the point now to where I can only read $20 super chats or anything like that. So all comers are welcome, except for trolls. And I had a couple of trolls on my show yesterday, Cali West, man. I had a couple of people want to talk about some fudge packing stuff. I ain't with all. To all my fudge packers, I don't judge you. You know, all my switch hitting people out there, I don't judge your lifestyle, but I totally disagree with it. And what I would say is just, hey,
Stop it. Get some help.
try to energy strengthen it. It could be very valuable for you as well too, and then you could deal with that as well. But definitely, fudge packing and batting for the wrong team is definitely a mental condition. It's definitely a mental condition. All right, we done enough talky, and I got to do some work at my 9 to 5 here soon. It's time to do some walkie. And let's do what we came here for, which is the energy strengthening morning, day 15.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
All right, let's get those timers set. Let's get into a comfortable position. Get into your prayer closet. And we're going to pray without season. We're going to continue to pray without season. All right, and I always set it for, a minute more than what you need. So if you plan on doing it for 2 minutes, set it for 3 minutes. If you plan on doing it for 5 minutes, set it for 6 minutes, so forth and so on. For the purposes of showing people how to be optimum, this saga or trilogy, I'm doing it for 15 minutes per session, showing and proving. And if you do it for 15 minutes per session, it completes a solar cycle. And I think I got another comment here. It looks like it just came in, but I'm gonna finish my thought and then I'll read that and get into it. It completes a solar cycle. So when you complete a certain solar cycle, there is a certain connection that you make with the Most High. And that solar cycle is 15 minutes. It was actually 13 minutes, but I always say 15 minutes because it typically takes about a minute or so before you start to become aware when you're doing the energy strengthening. But if you do this for 30 days straight, morning and night, you will always be connected. Now, if you go straight from the path, that's one thing, but you'll always be connected to the Most High because you've done a certain level of spiritual work where now it's like that awareness can't fully be turned off anymore. So 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night is going to create that connection and that bond with the Most High. It's so many solar cycles. It's so much energy that you've inputted. It's a vibration. that can never be, ignored at that point by the Most High or even by your internal intuition. But let's see what comment we got here. I think it's from Cali West. All right. Where I believe the disconnect is that if a Caucasian wants to chastise the black community, they must be willing to chastise back equally. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I mean, for sure. Like at the end of the day, I'm an American. Like that's most important to me, minus the color. So I'm an American. So I hold firm to that. And for me, I see that most people, not all, but most Americans with peach skin, they made stuff. They made that their God. So whether it's their boat, whether it's their house, whether it's this and this and this, and now they're compromising their integrity and character by being held hostage by a word like racism and stuff like that. And a lot of them actually don't stand up and say what's right. And in a way, as Americans, as they're, a fellow American to an American with American with peach skin to an American with brown skin, by not telling them the truth more often, it's what actually contributed to the situation that we're in. But I would say, a lot of them are into a lot of weird sexual deviancy. A lot of them drink a lot of alcohol. So I definitely see that as well, too. But it's that when you say that about them, they don't go into the emotional, angry tirade that a lot of the, Americans with brown skin do. And that's where the problem is. Like you can be more direct and honest with them. With Americans with brown skin, it's almost like you can say nothing to them. You can't really correct them. So I say, just like I said yesterday, only thing left to do is for them to do this. Hold on, that's not the right picture. Let me put up the right picture. They're going to go the way of the dodo bird. They're going to go. I mean, they won't even listen. Watch police cam videos. They won't listen to the police when they're dead wrong, getting caught stealing. They don't listen to the man when it comes to child support. They don't listen to anyone. And then you see Americans with brown skin doing the same thing. And all I see is them acting just like their mama. They're acting just like their mama. Like it is not natural for a man to be emotional or angry. It's not a natural thing. We're supposed to be logical. Hold on, let me get that off the screen. This is what I see with a lot of Americans with brown skin. That's their spirit. Like they can be masculine. They can put big stuff up and pick big stuff and put big stuff down. They're very athletic. They're very masculine when it comes to like doing physical things. But when it comes to doing spiritual things, when it comes to doing things that are character wise, not all, but most of them are at a lower level. And it's almost like what you're saying to me, Cali West, is what my sister would say to me a lot of times. But he did it too, Dad. Like if we worried about ourselves and do what we need to do, what I'm saying is that if let's just say I Thanos snapped my fingers and guys were as strong as I am spiritually, we would have a much better chance of dealing with so-called big bad whitey. We would have a much better chance because no matter what, we'll die on our shield. We'll do what we need to do. But when I see this out of most men, I know that there's no hope for them. And for me to keep talking about it, it's just pointless. So again, if you have anger, you have emotions as a man, let's not worry about what the white people are doing. Let them talk their stuff. Everybody gets talked about and everybody has a right to discriminate. But only people that I see crying about it the most is Americans with brown skin at a high clip. Yeah, there's some Americans with peach skin. There's Americans with yellow skin that cry about things as well too. But I see this at about an 80% clip. Well, Scott Daddy, where you get this 80% clip from? Because 80% of them are raised by who? Women. And I'll take one more comment and then I got to get into the energy strengthening because I do got to get to some secular work here. Okay, I got one more for Cali West. This is because BP are always the ones they showcase, not these natural light. You can tell he down in Florida. Hold on, man. I gotta hit you with this, Cali West. That's hilarious. Hold on. That is funny as heck. Where is it at?
My nigga.
But hold on, I'm gonna start back at the top. That is because BP are always the ones they showcase, not these natural light drinking guys. Shout out to Florida, especially if you look up Broward County. Look, I caught it. Lockups. Yeah, I totally agree. But again, we're getting away from it, Cali West. We're getting away from it. Let's clean out our cup. Let's carry our cross. That's where we should keep the focus at. I get what you're saying, but we cannot worry about that. We have to do what we need to do first. We can't have single motherhood running rampant. We can't have child support controlling and dictating where our kids are at, not being with their fathers. We can't keep killing each other like this. Forget what they're talking about. Forget what they're saying. Let's just focus on that. Deal with that first. Get that up to a certain level, and then we can deal with Big Bag Whitey from there. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not negating the fact that they do things too, but I just see for us to cry about what they're doing is weak when we're sabotaging ourselves. Once we stop sabotaging ourselves and doing what we need to do, we could address those issues. But until then, honestly, I don't want to hear it. It's weak. All right. I gotta read Cali West's thing. That's a false statistic, bro. It's actually 38%, and BMs are rated to be the best fathers by the CDC and Time Magazine. All I got to say is CDC and Time Magazine. Hold on, big dog. I gotta hit you with this. It's not a false statistic. I mean, if you look at most people that just work within your circle, that would be my best advice to you. Within your circle, then most people grow up with their fathers. Like, I guarantee you, it's an emphatic no. And for me, for most people, and I got 12 other siblings. My mom had 13 kids with four or five different fathers. They didn't grow up with their fathers, and we know that about a large percentage of guys don't even have children. That they have kids with the same guys. So it'd be impossible for them to grow up with their fathers if they're having babies with the same guys. It would be impossible for those fathers to be in their life. The math ain't mathing. Okay, nah, bro, when the discussion comes up, it must be addressed. All right, man, good luck with that. Count me out. Put 2 lines in my name. I'm not going to keep worrying about Big Bad Whitey. I'm here really to help people overcome their anger and to overcome the spirit. Like, I'm not, if we keep crying about being in the hole, I mean, guess what? We gonna stay in the hole. But I'm here, Cali West, to help you, my brother, as far as having a stronger energy. That's my lane. I am in the spiritual department of the Coach Tribe. So if you're here to overcome anger, that's where I can provide some value. But to be real with you, the whole race thing is beneath me. It's honestly beneath me. I have no dog in the fight. I just want to give my 2 cents. But I have no other scruples or opinions about it because it's a mute point to me. It's a mute point. I'm in a whole different lane. I'm above the whole white, black, yellow, purple. I'm above all that stuff because I'm on a spiritual tip. The meat shall inherit the earth, and someday we're all gonna have to come back to the Father. And trust me, you don't want to drop your body with anger. Check me out tonight for sure, big dog. For sure, you already know. I'm gonna definitely be there. Hold on, I got this for you.
Nigga this, nigga that, nigga please, bitch nigga.
You already know, big dog. I'm gonna be there. And I love you, man. I love that we can agree to disagree. We ain't got an echo chamber. All right, last one. And it's got to be the last one because I'm looking at the clock like, whoa. But you choose to believe 20% from the New World Order. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Hold on, Cali West. Hold on, man. What do I got from you? I got Malcolm again.
I say it again, you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok. This is what he does.
Hey, man, good luck fighting the Black Power thing, man. Good luck with that, man. I wish you the best of luck. I won't be there. All right. Let's go. Shout out to Cali West. Hold on, I got some trumpets for you, big dog. I'll definitely be at your show later. But all right, let's get into it. We got our timer set. Let's do what we came here to do. It is time to get right to it. I'm going to move this chair out the way. I'll sit back here. And Cali West, do the energy strengthening with me, man. That's what I'm really here for. Give me 2 minutes. Give Caesar what is Caesar's, but give God's what is God's. I guarantee you, if you do the energy strengthening with me, Cali West, you'll start to see things from more of my perspective in regards to the whole black and white thing. 2 minutes, man. Just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes a day. Just turn your hands over, tilt your head slightly. Just watch your thoughts watch the thoughts like you're watching a movie. Be aware of yourself. And I guarantee you, it's going to pull you away from all this black stuff. It's going to pull you away from it. So 2 minutes, man. Just try it. But I'm about to give, I'm about to do my 15 minutes because that's what I'm really here for. All right. Got my timer set. Got my EMF blocker. And as soon as this is over, I'm gonna end the stream because I got some work to do. Like I'm still in my PJs. All right, let me push this down just a little bit so you guys can see my hands. Hands over. Just breathe. Nice, nice, nice. All right. We done started our day off in the best possible way. In the best possible way, which is seeking first. Which is seeking first, man. See if there's any more comments here. Nope. All right. Let me turn this off for just a second. All right, well, that's it. That's this installment. We are halfway to halfway. And truly, if I stay any longer, I have to charge you. Peace. Thanks for watching. Cali West, I'll check you out later, big dog.